Hi friends, welcome back. If you've ever opened Canva and thought, oh my goodness, what do I click? Then this video is for you. Today I'm going to walk you through Canva step by step, assuming you've never used it before. No tech jargon, no rushing, just clear instructions so you can create your very first design with confidence. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand what Canva is. You'll know where everything is located. You will be able to create a simple design and download it correctly, and you'll feel comfortable going back in and doing it again. So grab a cup of coffee, open Canva in another tab, and let's begin. So what is Canva? So Canva is a free online design program. It does have a free tier and it has a paid tier. You can use it to create Pinterest pins, Facebook posts, Instagram graphics, printables, flyers, spreadsheets, even simple videos. And the free version is more than enough to get you started. So to begin, go to canva.com and just follow the prompts to sign up. And then head back to canva.com and log in. Now, if you don't have an account, just click sign up and follow the prompts. It's very simple. So once you log in, you will land on your home dashboard. So this is my home dashboard here. And we have a search bar up the top. We have all of our previous projects. If you've been in Canva before, it's going to show you all your previous projects down here, down the bottom here. But if you haven't used it before, you won't have that there. You'll just have some templates that you can use. So you'll see there's a search bar, and at the moment at the top of that I've got clicked into my projects. So if I put something in the search bar, it's going to only search through my projects. But what you want to do is you want to click templates at the top there. So I'm just going through and showing you the different options here in your search bar. You can search different categories. But as I say, mine's just going to come up with my actual designs in here because I've got that clicked up the top there. Then you've got along here, you've got different templates that you can choose from. So you can choose from presentations, you can choose from social media, you can choose from videos, spreadsheets, websites, all kinds of things that you can create within Canva. So that's just a bit of your navigation across there. And these are all my recent projects. Sorry, I had my printer running at the time. I'm doing a voiceover because I've recorded this once and there was no sound, so I'm having to record it again. So I apologise if the voice doesn't always, sync with what I'm doing on the screen here, but I'm trying my best to replicate the video that I already made. So all I did here was go in and search. And you can see that it's just coming up with my design. When I search for Pinterest pins, it's just searching for previous ones that I've saved because I am not on the templates tab up the top of the search bar. So I'm just explaining that here. So if we click into templates and we've searched Pinterest pins, it's going to come up with all the templates that you can choose from. So we're going to create something from scratch today, but you can this is great for beginners. You can just come in and choose any template that you like, and you can customize that with your own text and your own photos or images. Same if we search for Facebook posts. It's going to give you a whole heap of Facebook post templates, and they're already pre-sized to the platform that you're wanting to be working with. So you can do YouTube thumbnails or videos. You can do TikToks. TikTok size is very similar to Instagram. So I'm not sure if they actually have a TikTok template. I think I usually use the Instagram or the mobile phone template. But these are, the Facebook templates. And you're going to be able to come in here and just use one of those templates if you want to. But for today, we are going to make something from scratch. So I think I'm just showing you another example here. I typed in flyer, and these are all the flyer templates if you want to create a flyer that you could download and print. So lots of things in here for personal or business use. So down the left hand side here, you'll see another menu. And I'm going to go into that a little bit more. We just want to look at the create button up here. The purple button with the cross. We just want to click on that one to create a new design from scratch. So we click on create. And then we've got some options here to choose from. I'm going to choose custom size. And you can choose up here in custom size, you can choose from pixels, inches, millimeters or centimeters. I'm going to leave it on pixels, and I'm going to create a square design for social media, or probably Instagram or Facebook. So I'm just choosing the about 1080 by 1080 pixels is good for a screen size. And once we do that, we're going to come to our canvas dashboard. So this is our canvas, and because we've chosen a square design, on the left hand side it's going to come up with a lot of square templates that you can use if you want to use the ones that they've already got here. And if you want to use one, you would just click on it and it would automatically, I've just clicked on that one, and there it is in my canvas. And just showing you how if you click on the text, you can click and move it around. You can resize it if you want to, and you can also change the background. But we're not going to do that today. We're going to make our own design. So I'm just going to select this, and I'm going to delete everything. And then I'm going to change my background back to white. So we're going to start off by clicking the Elements menu here. There's lots of different elements you can choose from, shapes, graphics, all kinds of different things, but we want to use graphics today. So you see the little search bar up the top. I'm just running through some other things we have on the menu here. We also have text, which I'm going to show you how to use. Usually when you come into the text box, if you haven't used it before, if you haven't got your brand fonts like I have, you'll just see add a heading. So you can just add a heading or add a paragraph. And then you can come in and you can type in your text. We've got uploads here, so if you have uploaded some files, you can find them all here. You can click on tools if you want to use certain tools here, but we're not going to worry about these ones today. And if you click on projects, it's going to come up with your previous projects in here as well, and all your folders that you saved them in. Going back to elements, and just showing you that there's an undo button. So the backwards arrow, there's undo and redo. So if you do something on your canvas and you don't like it or you make a mistake, it's really easy. Just click the undo button and it's going to undo whatever you did here on your canvas. There's also a resize button if you want to resize your canvas. And we can come to file here if we want to save something into a folder. If we want to download, we have lots of options here. So again, we're not going to be using it. I'm just giving you a little bit of navigation. So we're going to use elements. So come in to the search bar once you've clicked on elements, and I'm going to just type in flower. It's going to give you some, actually no, I didn't type in flower first, sorry. We're starting with the background. So I typed in to search for a pastel background. So then you can just come down and choose one that you like and click on it. Showing you how you click on it, it's going to go into your canvas, and then you're able to click on it, move it around. Can delete it. Each time when you come back, just head over back to elements so that you can choose from the designs if you want to choose a different one. We're going to use this one, so we're going to resize it. See the dots in the corners? So when you hover over, you get an arrow. That means you can just click and you can drag those corners. So we're going to click and drag and resize it to the size of our canvas. So I've got my nice watercolour background here. I want to add some text. So I'm going to click on text. And I just clicked on add a subheading. So you can click on add a heading or add a subheading. And it's going to already choose its own font, but we're going to change that. Just explaining that I already have my brand fonts in here, but you don't have to worry about that. So when we've got the text selected here, come up to the top Well, first of all, I'm going to change it. I selected all the text and I just started typing. So I select it just by clicking on it. And I'm going to type in, it's never too late to learn something new, which is very, very true. And I'm going to make a little graphic here. So when we've typed it in, we can resize. So we can click on it and you'll see in the sides here, not just the corners, there's a little box. We hover over and we get an arrow. So I'm going to click and drag that to make that smaller, and that's going to make the text on a few more lines, which is what I want. Just going to move it, and then I'm going to drag the corners to resize it. So you can move it around, you can have it in the center, up the top, down the bottom. And you're going to see that Canva gives you guidelines. So as we're moving it around, we've got the center line. We're going to be able to center it vertically and horizontally, depending on where we want it. So when you see the cross, which we'll see in a second. All right, I'm going to have mine up the top, but if you move it to the center, you'll see a cross. You'll see you can center it vertically and horizontally, getting my words mixed up. Clicking in the top left-hand box where you see the name of the font, clicking on that, you can come in and you can choose a different font over here. Just keep going down until you find one you like. And if you're on the free version, you just won't be able to choose the ones that have a crown next to them because they're for premium, but there are plenty of free fonts. So I'm just coming down, and there's one actually that I like that is called Apricots. That is actually a free font, so I'm going to choose that one. But I want to change the colour. So up the top, click on the A with the colour under it, and you'll get this window to change the colours. It gives you some suggestions based on the colour of your background, but they're all a little bit too pale. So I clicked on the pink one and I'm coming up here to this little circle. And in here I'm able to change the colour. I'm just making it a little bit darker so it stands out a little bit more. But we're going to change it again in a little while and I'm going to show you. So next thing I want to add to my canvas is a little flower. Or some flowers. So I'm coming back to elements. I'm going to type in the box just flower for something simple. You'll see that it comes up with suggestions, so I can just click on flowers. And we're going to get a bunch of graphics here. I've got graphics selected. So I'm going to choose some flowers that I might like on here. I'm just going to try out a few different ones. If you don't like it, just hit delete. When it's selected, you'll see the little panel come up with the trash can. So I'm just coming down and searching. It's going to offer suggestions on some of the things that I've selected, which is really helpful. I wanted something like some wildflowers or So this one's really nice, but I think it's a little bit too pale, so I deleted that one. So I come down and I choose one. I've chosen this one. You can click and drag to make it bigger or smaller. Now the only thing with this one I don't like is that it's sort of just smack bang in the middle, and I kind of want something to run across to, so we can duplicate this. Click on it. You'll see in the panel that comes up, there's two little boxes, and that means duplicate. So click on it, it's going to duplicate the image. So I'm going to put it there, but I want to flip it. Just come right up to the top where it says flip. You can flip your image horizontal or vertical, in which case we don't want to do, because then it would be upside down. And I'm going to duplicate it again, and I'm going to flip horizontal so it's facing in. Facing out this time. Just move things around, and now I have like a little garden that's going across the bottom of the page, and I just think it balances out that text a little bit more. But now the colour of the text doesn't match, so I want to change that. I'm going to click on the little A again. I'm going to look at some suggested colours. I'm going to come in, I'm going to change it maybe to a darker one, but it still actually doesn't match the flowers. So while I'm in this little window here, if you look down the bottom right hand corner, there's a little square and it's got a little eyedropper in it down here. So I'm going to click on that eyedropper, okay? And I'm able to choose a colour from the canvas. So I'm going to come down and click on this flower, and you'll see that the text automatically changes to the colour that I've chosen. So I did that while I had my text highlighted, which just meant I just clicked on the text, went up to the A, went into the eyedropper and chose a colour. So now my design is all nice and cohesive. Now for downloading, we come up and click the share button, and we want to hit download. And for the file type, if you want to save it for social media or for the internet or website, you want to choose PNG. You can use JPEG as well, but PNG is pretty standard for on-screen or social media. If you want to save it for printing, you can save it. You can choose PDF print, or you can choose JPEG for printing. I often use that for my printables. Or you can choose PDF standard, which is for like an on-screen PDF. I'm going to choose PNG for this one. I'm going to keep it the same size and just hit download. So it's going to ask you where you want to download your file. So you're going to choose where you want to download it on your computer. Make sure you've remembered where you've saved it. And then it's going to download to your computer. So I'm going to go back into my files, I'm going to find it, and I'm going to open it up just to show you. And there it is. I'm going to double click. And then it's going to open up in Windows. Okay, so it's saved to your computer for you to use. Canva's also going to save it into your designs. So next time you come to your home screen in Canva, it's going to be there. So you've created your first Canva design. Just a few tips to help beginner confidence. Don't try everything at once. So come in and master the text and the backgrounds first and the downloading. So just what I've shown you. And I'd practice that for say 10 minutes a day. Because remember that confidence comes from repetition, okay? So just practice what I've shown you. Have a look around the dashboard, click on things and see what you can find. But once you're comfortable with that, then you can do things like learning how to use the templates, how to upload your own photos, how to duplicate pages so you've got more than one page, and you can create things like carousels for social media. And you can learn basic alignment tools, but we'll cover those in upcoming videos. Okay, so if this helped you feel less overwhelmed with Canva, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps more beginners to find my channel. And if you're learning digital design later in life, or you're a beginner, you're in exactly the right place, because that is what my channel is all about. And please remember, you're not behind, you are just beginning. And I will see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye for now.